you want to get involved and have a great night. And back to TikTok. Oh, there we go. There we go. I love having some company. So, yeah. Oh, just before I let you guys get into this, next week, my sister came up with this theme. It's the greatest girl titles of all time. So, any song titles with a girl's name. And trust me, I was doing some research. There is tons of them. I didn't realize. When she first said that, I'm thinking, how am I going to think of 20 great girl titles? But there's lots. So who do we have here with us? Boxes to go here. So who do we have here? Feel free to introduce yourselves, guys. I've never seen your face before. So who do we got?
How you doing, Ray?
I'm good. Is that Uncle Mike?
That's Uncle Mike.
Hey, I could tell the voice. Okay. I just you on live the other day, stopping by and seeing you.
Yeah, you stopped in. We said hello.
Stopped in and said hi. So what's going on with you?
Oh, not too much. I just hanging out, having some fun on TikTok.
Were you a little disappointed not getting another championship? You've been on a run lately.
No, that's all right. Got to give somebody else a chance.
Yeah. If it was Celine Dion tonight, I'm guarantee you would have won it.
My wife told me to pick the Bee Gees, but I went a different way.
Okay. Well, Rush, and you're Canadian, right? So, I mean, how can you go wrong going with Rush, right? But
yeah,
the thing is with Rush is where they kind of hurt themselves a bit sometimes on these things is they never really charted well. It's like the Tragically Hip, but an international band nonetheless. But some of these American bands are just, and English bands are just crazy with their accolades. Do you have any questions, Uncle Mike, about tonight's or any other music questions at all? Or
no, to be honest with you, Ray, I just take a guess every week.
You're the champ so far. That's why you got to go first. Although Teddy should go first tonight because Teddy won tonight. So it was a toss-up. Do I go with the guy with the most wins or do I go with the guy? So Teddy's going to be next. So thanks, Uncle Mike. I appreciate your support, everything. You've been great. I noticed you helped me out. I'll try to stop by your lives a little more. I love this, reciprocating, helping each other and stuff. So thank you very much. And stick around if you want. I'm just going to.
Yeah, I'll stick around. You have to bring Ange up.
Yes,
Ange can't bring herself up.
How do
you got to bring her up?
Let me see. How do I do that?
If you just press on her, you should be able to invite her.
Oh, there it is. She was in the room saying, "Get me in, get me in." Sorry.
I was down there screaming, "Let me in!"
Sorry, guys, this is new to me, so my sister's helped me out a lot. Let's move on to Teddy. Teddy, congrats, buddy.
Yeah, Ange helped me out with that one.
Yeah, that Bee Gees. I mean, they're pretty. Are you a Bee Gees fan, or you just picked them because?
I was definitely. Yeah, because their biggest, I think, was Jive Talkin', and that got them going in the disco scene. And then when they were making the Saturday Night Fever, they were trying to figure out how they were going to do the movie. Well, they did the movie based on the music. So the Bee Gees did the album, and the movie was just written up around the music. So I thought that was incredible. So that really lit them. Yeah, it was Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night Fever.
Sorry, Ray, I'm just playing with the grids and stuff like that while you're chatting away. Learning new things for you here.
No, learn away, Ange. It's you're helping me a lot here. So,
but losing.
What do you guys think about the number one? Do you think that the number one should have taken first place?
Bee Gees? What do you
think?
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
Well, yeah, commercially. But as far as talent-wise, I think Rush has the best talent, musicians-wise. And the Bee Gees are just their voice, and one keyboardist. But yeah, Rush were geniuses. when it came to their musical instruments.
Yeah,
But
they
you're
were.
Canadian, a little partial, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Morning, Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you in person here, kind of.
Hi.
What did you think of tonight? What did you think of the Bee Gees? Who did you pick, by the way?
At first, I came in with the Bee Gees, and then I was told that they were taken, and then so I'm like there with brain fog, and I'm like, okay, Nirvana.
Nirvana, what were they? Number
They were
Six, five?
number
Six?
5?
Four.
No, number 4. Number
Four?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they were the second big after the Police. They were the second biggest rock band. So the thing is with Nirvana, in some ways, I think they're a little overrated because they just were so impacting. They made such an impact on music, and in a measly 5 or 6 years, they sold 75 million records. They started the Seattle grunge movement. They started a whole style of music. So although you look at their hits on the chart, they're nothing special. They were just like a phenom, basically. But
Time. Definitely timing.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I'm sorry, Teddy, but I do not like Rush. I cannot.
No, that was
They're
me,
overrated.
You're entitled, absolutely.
Yeah,
But-
everything's subjective. Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, if you
Yeah.
notice tonight's list, it was all over the place. We had country, we had
Right.
rock, we had pop, we had, it was like, and I like to keep it, not just rock or not just country or R&B, like keep it, hip hop was on here. So,
That's really good because I was thinking like there's some amazing talent like even in blues. Like I've been learning blues, like listening to them since I was about 20, and there's not enough out there for me to know. Like there's so many. I mean, and
you
and
think
you
they
have
should
to
do a
be.
blues, greatest of all time blues artist? Do you think people would be interested in that one?
I'm not sure. It's
I
more
don't want to do them too
country and
difficult. Like, I don't want where people can't guess because they, is blues too deep for people? Like, I mean, I can come up with 20.
Yeah, if you can come up with 20, that would really help. That really helped this week.
Yeah, there's not a lot of big blues.
Oh, who do we got
Man,
off the top
really.
of our heads? You got to go commercial. You notice most of my choices.
Climax Blues Band.
You call them blues, though? Do you think?
I
they're-
know.
I know
It says Blues Band, but
Like, when you think of Stevie Ray Vaughan, or you think
yeah.
of George Thorogood, or you think
Yeah.
of BB, if you want to go back to BB King and Muddy Waters,
Yeah.
stuff like
Muddy
that.
Waters, yeah.
yeah, John Fogerty and the bluegrass or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but blues, I think a lot of people, that and jazz, have lost a lot of it. Great music, and I would love to get into some stuff like that sometimes, but I try to keep it where people that are coming in can kind of relate a bit more,
Right.
Yeah.
I love blues, but I just don't want to lose people, you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'll check into it and see if I can come up with some more. Is Ange, you still there, Ange?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just seeing how to switch the camera. Just put
Okay.
Sophie on the camera.
So Ange came
I'm
up with
playing with it.
The girls'
Sophie
pick.
on the-
Ange
How
came
are
up
ya?
with-
And I did
Cool,
my hair. I got
yeah,
this
the girls'
clip in.
pick.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I
Great.
had 100 go right off the top of my head. I was writing them down on my whiteboard. I have a huge
now it's gonna be
whiteboard.
tough. It might be tough for somebody to win that one next week because just so you know, I'm basing it on, you guys are getting the inside. I'm basing it on, how well the song. I don't want to say a name of a song because I don't want to give anything away. But
No.
can you give me one? That way, it's not. Can you give
Oh,
me a-
how about Lucille?
Lucille by Kenny Rogers. Okay, so say Lucille. The way I'm going to base it is how well it did on the charts, first of all, country charts, or that's a crossover. It's how well it did on the charts, how well it sold, how well it was played on the radio, and stuff like that really puts it up there. Because otherwise, how can you determine the difference?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just everybody has their own. Of course, Ange, there's a couple Ange songs out there, so I'm sure she has.
Ange knows my pick.
Well, is there like not directly like say the blues, but have you done? Because I missed a couple weeks. have you done anything like the top movies? Like,
Yes.
Oh, soundtracks.
We did
Okay.
soundtracks one week. Saturday Night Fever, Purple Rain.
okay,
Do it.
Yeah.
I can't remember who won that one. I think it was. Thinking of Bee Gees. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday Night Fever, but don't quote
Debbie,
me.
do you want to come up? I think I brought you up, but did you want to come up, hon? I'm just going to do this.
Who's that, Inch?
Debbie.
Oh, yeah. come
I
on.
did invite her up, but I'm not sure if she's up for it. Maybe she's watching a movie still.
Yeah, she's also very quiet.
Yep.
she is.
Yep.
Okay.
No thanks, she says.
No worries, Debbie.
So are you getting the hang of things, Inch? So 'cause
Yeah,
we're going to
Yeah,
be doing
figuring
some.
Yeah, you did really well.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a quick learner.
Yep.
Any other ideas, guys, for music goats, or what do you guys think about doing music trivia?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something
Definitely.
you'd be interested in? Yeah.
I'm a trivia nut.
And the cool
Yeah.
thing about the trivia is, because obviously you can say, yeah, but anybody can just type on the internet, but they wouldn't be able to do it that way because we'd have these boxes.
Not you have to be live.
First
You'd have to
person.
be in a box.
Yeah, it have to be live. So you can
Yes.
you can go on the internet if you want, but it might take you too long, and the other person's going to get in, so it keeps it kind of.
Yeah.
Here's another thought, like children of musicians, like children that did like followed in their parents' steps,
Yes.
like Hank Williams
Off the top of
Jr.
your head.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
Hank Williams Sr.
Yeah.
I
Jr.
like that.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dylan's son. I forget his first name. With the
Bob
wall.
Dylan?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bob Dylan's son. I can't remember his first name, but obviously John Lennon,
Ouch.
Julian Lennon.
Yeah, Julian did a really nice
How
job.
about Wilson Phillips? From
Yeah.
they were all girls, the daughters of Mama Cass and Michelle Phillips, right, from Mamas and the Papas. Yeah, there's quite a few. That's another, and I love this feedback because I'm not thinking too much out of the box. I'm thinking best guitar player, best drummer,
Right.
best the natural stuff. But
Right.
like this trios one, I thought, yeah, that'd be kind of different, So that was a little out of the box, but good getting feedback and stuff. But yeah, well, guys,
Oh, like number ones? What do you call that?
One hit wonders?
One hit wonders, yeah.
the
That's
problem with
good.
one hit wonders is how would I judge what the number one is? I thought of that one. It would be really
Well,
cool.
there'd be a number one because there would be a number one hit song from
if
a
I
one
base
hit
it,
wonder.
just
Yeah, radio play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, whatever did the best on the charts and sales for that one hit wonder, that's a good one because you
Yeah.
got different songs on that. And if I
Best
start,
collaboration, Unfiltered Mike is saying.
yeah,
Hello,
let me write
Unfiltered
that one
Mike.
down. So what was it
Welcome
again?
in. He said best collaborations.
Oh.
One hit wonders is my fave, he said.
Okay, so
Mhm.
let me write that down.
Did you want to come up? I'll invite him up for a quick minute because I know you're probably going to be going quite.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes if anybody else has.
There we go. Here he
We'll
is.
try to do this like more often too. Like
I love the one hit wonders. One hit wonders
I like that too.
because one hit wonders, it makes you think of, do you remember that song? And was it a one hit wonder? Right? Because some songs you sound like a one hit wonder, but they never were.
Right. Based on one hit wonder? Because I've been fascinated with one hit wonders for years, right? The way I base a one hit wonder is any song that makes the top 40 on the American Billboard Hot 100 mainstream charts, but it can only be one. Because if it's
Right.
if one's like a number one and the other one's like 30 or 40, 63 or something, it's on the chart, but that's only one hit.
Well,
Yeah,
usually,
it can't be in the top
Thank you,
20.
and
usually one hit, the band is only made one
and
hit. That's it. Like there is no behind it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone knows that I walk 100 miles, 500 miles.
Proclaimers, yeah.
One hit wonder, right? But yes, they made other songs, but that was the song that made them even.
That would qualify, I think, as a one
Yeah.
hit wonder. Although their song "I'm on My Way" was also pretty big too, but only in the UK. And I based my charts on the American and Canadian.
How about La Bamba? La Bamba would have been a one hit wonder.
Who's that?
Two people did it.
Oh, gosh, no.
La 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 Bamba.
Oh,
Richie Fallon, he didn't have time.
Richie Fallon.
He had Donna and That
Yeah,
blew
he had
that one.
But
Unless you go by the band.
he had a couple hits and he was only 21 when he crashed.
Or Rico Suave.
Yeah, that's a.
How about
I don't
Alan
even think
O'Day under?
I don't think that was even a hit though.
Yes, it was. It was a hit in many different generations. Okay.
It was. It was.
What
I
about
remember
Weird Al?
What was it called?
Weird Al.
Rico Suave. Right?
Weird Bell. Yeah.
Weird
Weird
Al.
Al. Yeah.
Undercover Angel was a number one hit. Pop music.
Yeah. Yeah. Pop music. Undercover
Alan
Angel.
O'Day, right?
Those are
Yeah,
awesome.
Alan O'Day.
That's
Yeah,
good.
that was number
That's a
one.
one-hit wonder. There's a good
Yeah.
one. Betty. Yeah, that's the kind. But how are you going to guess that one?
I
Was
know.
that a winner that night? I mean,
I
That
know.
means you have to be knowledgeable.
you got to be pretty knowledgeable to win that one. But
Or even you can do top or female groups, top female groups, where you can go back from the 60s and 70s because that's when a lot of the female groups were popular, in my opinion.
yeah, we did that one.
Oh,
We
you
did
did?
that
Okay.
one. And I can't remember if it was the Supremes or one, or I think it was. I think it was the Supremes or one. We did that one about 3-4 months ago. The greatest girl group of all time.
Oh yeah.
That
Girls,
sang
stuff like
Mr.
that.
Postman. Mr. Postman?
I love the Supremes, right? Like, but Mr. Postman, that's the Marvelettes, right?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
I get them mixed up because in the 60s, all those girls
And the Ronettes and
the Ronettes,
Very
right?
similar, right? They're all very similar sounds too.
yeah.
I grew up with bluegrass. Like I played banjo every Sunday with my grandfather.
Oh,
You know what I
nice.
mean? And then for bluegrass, I went to, I want to say BB King type music, like
Blues.
jazz. I listened to classical, and not until I got into my mid-teens, I started actually listening to all music.
Right.
You know, the thing, guys, is with all the crap going on in the world, think about it. Isn't music one of the purest things we've got left? Like,
Yeah.
it just can take you away for a while. All you got to
Your
hear,
place, yeah.
all this
Time
crap
and place.
going on, and it's just nice to just, and that's why I want to get into playing the music a little more too. Not just because I was trying not to play so much because I got shut down on Christmas Eve. I was doing one of my earliest lives, and all I was doing was playing. Maybe it was because I had a drink, right? But having a drink and playing some Christmas carols, and I got a warning. So ever since then, I just thought I better, But I've seen all these DJs out there literally
Right.
music for hours
Yeah.
and stuff, and I'm like, I should be able to, play a few songs, spice it up a bit, right?
But it also depends
Well, I mean,
on
there's
what.
people on there playing music all the time, DJing, music in the background, so you should be able to. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Uncle Mike, is that a thing? Am I missing something?
What's that?
It might not be the drink, but if I remember correctly, the night he got the warning
Yeah.
was word
The word.
used.
Oh, I remember that. I don't want
But
to say
that
that.
wasn't the
but
time.
I won't ever
Not
say that word
at
again.
that time. It was another time.
Yeah, it wasn't a swear word, by the way. It was just
It was
No,
the word
Yeah.
it was just
says-
starts with an S,
yeah.
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 Yeah, I know the
Right.
one.
And
Uh,
in context too. I was just talking about what a lot of singers do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
Exactly.
famous singers. So it was just that
I
context.
got
Oh.
one for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kurt Cobain and
I think that was sort of a copyright issue at the time, Ray.
Mhm.
How
But
about
it's
top?
fine now. Everybody uses music.
How about top guitarist?
Yeah.
I did that one too. Who won?
Like
that?
I like Eric Clapton
He was on
and
it.
those boys, like the guys that basically taught themselves that the guitar is more than just a guitar.
Yeah,
They played it because they enjoyed the guitar.
that's right.
yeah,
Right?
Prince,
So
Jimi
like
Hendrix.
Robert,
Prince
Or
was
how
a-
about the top goat that went from a band to a soloist?
Yeah,
A cool one, Inch.
Yeah.
Like Genesis, how Phil Collins left
Yeah.
Genesis and became big.
Roy Orbison,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sting
Yeah.
would be another one.
We say Chris Cornell because he's one of my favorites.
Right.
That was a lot. It was a lot. And some of them went on to be bigger, and
Big,
some
yeah.
of them not so much. Like Diana Ross when she left Supremes,
Yeah.
he wasn't as big, But some of them, which is weird because Diana Ross is an icon, right? But then Beyonce from Destiny's Child left Destiny's Child and became, huge, so that's a good one.
The
I
thing
don't-
is,
Every once in a while, sorry to cut you off. Every once in a while, like take one of those big famous people, like say Elvis Presley, and do his top such
Yeah.
songs,
top,
like
top remakes.
A tribute.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
remake.
yeah.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
his,
And Elvis.
his best number one or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the top remakes of songs?
Remakes of Elvis music. Like
Oh,
who did the best
remix.
Elvis remakes?
Could you just do all remakes? I don't know if there's enough.
You can do all. You can do all, but I would just saying like if you pick one artist and say who did his song the best, right? Because
Yeah.
everyone's done an Elvis song. I'm sorry, but everyone has.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like some certain artist and something gets, who redid it basically, and you choose and you throw it in one other week and whatever, right?
That's right.
A top party
Yeah, our
song.
Canadian boy did a pretty good job on it in the 80s.
Or hype song.
Corey Hart.
Corey Hart, yeah. I wear my sunglasses.
Another Canadian. You guys are partial to the Canadians.
I'm a
Always.
Canadian.
Always.
Go Canadians.
I'm sorry. I met Gordon Lightfoot, so I'm a Gordon Lightfoot fan. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
Oh, I love
Canadian.
Gordon Lightfoot. I see
Yeah, me
Unfiltered
too.
Mike in the chat says he's a big 50s, 60s, 70s fan.
That's me.
Yeah, me too.
Anything 50s and 60s, like I can listen to it. I may not know it right away, but I'm like I've heard
Yeah.
that song.
You could go by decade, and say,
Oh, yeah.
the
I
1950s.
did that too. I've done
Yeah.
pretty much every decade. I did the 90s, I did the 80s, and the 70s. But I still got a couple other ones coming up, the 60s soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the latest songs one too, a few months
Or
ago.
top wedding songs. Top wedding songs.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Different top
That's
wedding
cool.
songs. They all
Wow.
Yeah, there's a back to an
Writing this
Elvis
down.
song.
Beach vibe songs.
You guys are right up my alley. Like this is all like anything music. I'm there. Like I went to bed. I used to go to bed for classical music. I put that on and go to bed.
Oh,
It was
nice.
so relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What's the best elevator music?
It was. It was.
I love listening to just oceans and stuff like that when I'm sleeping.
That's what I listen to.
Nice and
Yeah.
Hold on.
I used to rock myself to sleep to the Beatles. I used to
Yeah?
sing out loud the Beatles until I fell asleep.
Aw.
better band to do it to than the Beatles.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, because I knew all their songs.
I fell asleep to Motorhead. Okay.
Oh, well,
They
some,
didn't make the top 20 tonight.
There
My
are
buddy-
some bands.
I heard this song and I'm like, this sounds really good. And I'm singing along. And next thing you know, I woke up in the morning. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
There are some bands that you don't really hear of like too often, like the Killer Dwarves and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah. Debbie says
what-
down in the comments that she saw Minnie Pearl years ago.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, Minnie Pearl, wow.
Yeah.
that's different.
Okay, maybe you guys would know. Who was the band that was in Hee Haw?
That was
Oh, yeah.
Buck Owens and
Roy
Thank
Rogers.
you.
Roy.
Clark. Roy Clark.
Okay, what was the song? What was that theme song
Blue
again?
despair and agony on me. Deep,
Yes,
dark
yes.
depression, excessive misery.
Three.
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
Lol.
Gotta get my band.
Awesome.
Right on.
I remember that. Like I'm sitting in the
Hello.
side
Hi,
row.
Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
Invite her up if she wants to come up.
Here's one for you. I've never been to a concert ever in my life.
No?
Wow.
Not one.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
38 years old. I've never been to a concert.
Wow.
But I know all about. Like I said, music was.
Oh.
something that-
Live albums.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Top albums. There you go.
Frida
Ooh.
Frampton's live album was incredible.
Yeah.
How
And then there's other live albums out there that
How about
are like
Peter's,
Aerosmith
what's his name? Peter Cetera or Cetera or
Satura?
from Chicago.
yeah.
Is that AI? Is that Al or AI?
AI is telling you that you're talking about music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One hit one. I like that one hit wonders one. I just couldn't figure out. I thought, how am I gonna
Yeah.
like how? And it's still gonna be hard for anyone to, but it can be done if I just base it on sales and charting. And stuff.
Right.
I would if you're gonna do that, I wouldn't even do it on sales. I'd do it basically just on listening. Like
But then it's my opinion. I try to keep.
Yeah, subjective.
You know what I mean? Like I mean, I think I have a good opinion on music, but if I'm using my opinion, you guys, you know who I would have picked tonight? My opinion? Well,
Rush.
I would have probably picked Depeche Mode.
Oh,
They
okay.
didn't even make my top 20 because they're,
Oh, damn.
you know, they're not. Nobody would guess Depeche Mode. So I'm not using my opinion. I'm using more little facts. I'm, you know, using the major charts, and maybe there's opinion somewhere if it's like a tiebreaker or something. But for the most part, it's pretty. I think it's pretty accurate with. You know,
Yeah, I was just thinking of something, you know, like when the song came out, what kind of impact it had on the radio too. Like going back to the 70s when I was a teenager, right? Like I remember how the songs impacted the radio and how many times they played it on you know, per day and stuff like that. And yeah,
I find
But-
that-
what I always call myself, Teddy, and I know a lot of music. It's not just the stuff I'm talking about. I
right.
call myself the Ryan Seacrest, the Dick Clark.
Yeah, you're saying that.
I just do the top stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
More people can associate to that. I love B-side stuff. I love a lot of deep indie stuff and everything. But if I did that here, I would lose a lot of people's interest, I think. So I try to keep it very commercial, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or you could do that.
Yeah, you
another-
couldn't get like Led Zeppelin or
No,
anything
that's
like
not what I
that.
can
in
even
there.
work with.
Oh, Shelley's seen Alan Jackson. In his
Oh yeah,
life.
you've been in country lately.
Ooh.
Oh, I was quit.
Oh,
Oh,
Ange likes Alan Jackson.
No,
Oh,
I like the type.
I may not know you, but I think Ange is more of a Tim McGraw type person.
No,
Looks.
No?
no.
no.
Wow.
Name a song you like, then we'll guess.
Okay, here we go. So, what's my favorite genre?
I'm going to say
nothing.
I'm thinking George Jones. No, he stopped loving her today.
It's a good song.
I think it's the number one country song ever.
whenever
It's
Chicago
very-
came out, I think you're a Chicago fan during that time. Chicago
Yeah, I certainly am.
and Boston
Yeah,
and all
that's
that.
right up my aisle. Boston, yeah,
Oh,
soft rock, yeah.
yeah, old school definitely. 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Says,
80s
yeah,
rock.
you're
80s
right
rock.
there, Mom.
Oh, here you go. Top
I'll tell you guys a
hair-
little secret. She was a huge Duran Duran fan.
Oh yeah.
I was.
Oh, wow.
I
Oh,
love.
how about Platinum Blonde? Platinum
Oh,
What's
Blonde.
his name? John Taylor?
John
John-
Taylor.
How about Platinum Blonde? Were you a Platinum
Yes.
Didn't you have posters on in your bedroom of the Duran Duran age?
Yep.
the reflex.
Blonde? Not gonna
Buttons,
say that.
buttons. I had my hair up like this.
Yes, the
Stuff.
hair.
Big haired
So
girl.
glow hairspray.
Yeah.
The So Glow hairspray.
That's right. The cement.
I really love Bruce
Hey, dancing
Springsteen
queen.
in
You
the
want
80s.
to come up for a little bit?
Ba, 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 ba.
Add you in. Yeah. So I'm thinking Morning Star is more of a old school rock, 70s, 80s cover bands.
Is she accurate?
Mhm.
No,
No, okay, hold on. Don't answer that. I'm gonna go with like smooth, soft rock. You're more of a soft rock type girl.
no,
You
probably
the
more
rock
metal.
girl, but soft rock.
Do you like metal best, Ange?
Do I like metal? No.
Yeah, what's your favorite genre? Metal?
No.
No.
Do you want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Disco.
Disco?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Disco queen.
With or
Yeah.
without the pole. That was-
Either or.
Disco queen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
you like a lot of different genres, Ange. But yeah, I'd say disco.
Yeah, I do. But I do like disco. I mean, I like all kinds of music.
I liked disco when it came out, and I went to the bars and danced under the lights and stuff like that. That was so
Yeah.
cool.
That was fun. Yeah.
I got one for you. You can also do it's a game that me and my friends played. Is name a band or a song with the alphabet. So it'd be A. You got to name an A
Oh
song.
yeah, I used to
A
play
B
that.
would be a B song.
That's a fun game.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
And what you do is you go through the people in the boxes. So say there's all of us in here. You would go A. Teddy would be B. Uncle Mike would be C. You know what I mean? And you keep going. If you can't guess, then you're out. And the people that are in it keep
Well, why
going.
don't we do one of that and we'll wrap it up right after that. You guys up for that?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, start with Teddy. A. Give me
A.
or an
Earl
artist.
Smith.
B for Uncle Mike.
B. What am I looking for?
A band.
Man.
A band or a singer.
Begins
Band
with
or
the
a
letter
song?
B.
It starts with the letter B.
Beatles.
No?
Yeah.
Morning.
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah. Ange,
So I'm D, right?
you're D.
Oh God. D. It has to be a band.
Or
Yeah.
or song.
Or a singer. Or a singer. A band or a
Okay.
singer.
Na, 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 na.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite group?
Just Duran Duran. Yeah. Well,
There you go.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of a song.
I think you had a block there.
Mike,
I
you
do
have a
have
hard
an
one.
empty
It's
box.
B.
I was just
Eagle.
looking at the comments when you guys were saying, and I'm seeing if Anna wants to come up.
I'm the Eagles.
Oh, I love the Eagles.
Wow.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Is there another person there? I see.
No,
After Mike, or are we going back up to Teddy? Or
it's
is it?
you. It's you. Your
Oh, it's
turn.
me? Okay, so I'm on what? F?
F.
I'll go with Foreigner. So
Ooh.
we'll go to Teddy again, or did he miss
Yeah.
it?
Gatto.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gatto. Punk rock
Oh,
from
Gatto.
Toronto.
Yes.
Gatto.
F. Oh, you got G. Yeah, sorry. G. H for Uncle Mike.
H. Holy cow.
That's not a band.
I feel bad for whoever gets X.
Helix.
Helix. Okay. I. This is a tough one.
Iron Maiden.
Ah, very good.
Ooh,
Dave.
Stormy. Stormy.
Which one?
The song Stormy.
No, J. You're on J.
Oh, I'm Jay.
You're
Journey.
Jay now, yeah.
Journey.
I'm
Mike.
the Killers. The Killers.
JK Killers.
Killers.
That leaves me with L. I'll go Canadian to Loverboy.
Ooh.
Takes us up to Teddy with M.
Mike and the Mechanics.
Nice.
Ooh, there's a good one.
Uncle Mike, you got N.
And song or band. Notorious.
Yes.
Ooh.
AIG.
Yep.
Thanks,
Morning.
Dancing Queen.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ah,
Yeah.
Double. I like it. The oh. E
Please.
for Ange.
Please.
Which one?
Police.
Yeah, so you're listening tonight.
What's
Yeah,
after?
I'm reading and listening.
There's only one Q that no, there's two Qs. I
There's
know.
not many Q's. You're right.
What's after P? I'm not good with the alphabet.
You
Q.
got Q.
You.
Q. Quincy Jones is a singer, but
Yeah, good for
I
you.
thought
Yeah.
for sure Queen would have
Could have
been.
been
but-
Susie
that's
Quattro or
too
Quarter
easy.
flash
It's too easy.
Am I up now? Q.
Yeah.
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 R.
Yeah.
I'll say REO Speedwagon.
Ooh.
Teddy, you got S.
Oh no.
It's just too many of S's. That's
No, it's like you're getting
Steppenwolf.
stuffed here.
I've got a block.
Steppenwolf.
Easily, yeah. Canavan. Steppenwolf. Born to be wild.
yeah. They're kind of Canadian. They're kind of hybrid, but what? Canadian enough.
Dancing
Yeah.
Queen.
Oh, we got to go Canadian.
No.
No,
We'll
no.
try that
No,
next time.
anything.
We'll try going Canadian. You got T, Uncle Mike.
Tony Orlando.
All right.
Ooh.
You.
Try Yellow
Yellow
Ribbon.
ribbon.
Ooh.
Knock 3 times.
Come on, you got this. You got this. Do it. Do it. You. Come on, you got it. Come on.
You,
Think-
I'm stumped.
That's
You.
okay. No, keep thinking. Keep thinking. We took our time. Keep thinking.
You.
You got this.
You guys, yeah, Jesus.
Look at Teddy. Look at Teddy.
Teddy's giving you a hint.
What's Teddy doing?
You
what?
Okay, thank you.
Hey!
Thank
And you
you.
got B.
Vince Vaughn.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's good.
An actor.
You came out of nowhere.
Stevie Vaughn.
Stevie Ray
Stevie
Vaughan.
Vaughn. Okay.
Oh, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Okay.
It's a
Vaughn.
Stevie-
Vaughn.
Stevie.
Yeah, that Teddy.
I've got the Z.
Mike.
I
What's
hope.
the next letter? What's the next letter?
Oh, Z's good.
Who did you say?
What's the next letter?
W.
W. White snake.
Wings.
That's
The.
a good one. Of course I get X, putting on the spot.
Come on.
Do what when we're.
Ecstasy.
Ooh.
Are we making plans for Nigel? And that
Xanadu.
Y.
Yeah, Y.
for Teddy.
Teddy.
Oh, I got a Y.
Yeah,
Oh,
come
I
on.
want a Z. Oh.
Yoko
Yes.
Ono.
Yes.
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 Yes. And finally, Uncle Mike to wrap us up with
Come
a
on.
Z. Or Z.
Zon.
Dead.
Wow, that's easy. ZZ Top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Job,
Say
guys.
Zappa. You can always say
Nice
Zappa
job.
too.
So,
Thank
guys,
you.
it's been really fun. I think
I appreciate
yeah.
you guys. Thank
as
you
part
very
of
much.
our regular thing, we'll figure out the tweaking. This was a good idea, Mike. Doing this.
Yeah, this was awesome idea. I
Yeah.
just turned my camera off so you wouldn't look at the ceiling when I was tapping.
Oh, we got to 60. We got to 60K.
Yeah.
Dave,
that's-
59,
Up there in your
60K.
left-hand corner.
Oh, wow.
That's
Good for you,
awesome.
Mike.
Stay blessed, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Mike.
thanks,
Bless.
Ray.
Thank
This was
you.
fun. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have an
Thank
awesome
you so
night,
much.
everyone.
See you soon.